I'm going to be teaching you guys a power Vinyasa class today. So what that means is we're going to be moving quite a bit. This practice is designed to make you sweat. So if you're looking for something really chill, this video might not be the one for you, but we have plenty of other ones that you can check out. This here is my partner Jeremiah. He's going to be practicing with us today. And yeah, we're going to get started standing at the top of your mat, if you have a mat. If not, just stand wherever you are. So, try picking up all 10 of your toes and digging them down into your mat like you're holding onto the floor with your feet. And then think about lifting through your kneecaps, engaging all the muscles in your thighs. Think about pulling your lower belly in and up, engaging through your core. Try rolling the shoulders down away from the ears, maybe extend through the elbows and palms face forwards, and then extend through the fingertips. If you'd like, you can close your eyes here and try to stay still. You'll notice that once your eyes close, you might start to kind of move around a little bit, swaying. That's okay, that's normal. And just start to breathe deeply in and out through your nose. So if you'd like, you can engage Ujjayi breath. What that means is there's just kind of a gentle constriction at the back of the throat with your exhale, and it makes your breath audible. Take a few deep breaths like this. This breath helps kind of heat up the body, getting you ready for your practice. Try to stick with this breathing for the rest of this practice if you can. It's a good way to kind of bridge that gap between mind and body. It helps us focus on the present moment. So we're going to find some movement from here on your next inhale. Sweep the arms up overhead, look up at the thumbs, really reach. Exhale, fold forwards all the way down. Inhale, take a half lift, hands to your shins, shoulders roll back. It's a flat spine. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, and just step back into a high plank. We're going to hold this here. So, high plank means your shoulders are over your wrists, and then shoulders, hips, and heels are all in one straight line. Try spreading your fingers out nice and wide. Push into all 10 finger pads and all 4 corners of your palms. So really strong through the hands. That's going to protect your joints. See if you can start to tuck your tailbone back towards your heels, and that's going to take any arch out of your lower back. It's also going to engage your belly a little bit more. Take one more big deep breath in. Exhale, bend the elbows. Come to about a 90-degree hover if you can. Inhale, drop the hips and lift the chest. Exhale, flip over the toes, come into a downward facing dog. So hips come up and back. You're pushing your chest towards your thighs. And then take a nice break here, just breathing in and out. If this does not feel like a break for you, you can always come into a child's pose. That just means knees down, hips to heels, maybe forehead to the floor. Otherwise, take about 3 more deep breaths. If you want, you can find some intuitive movements. Maybe bending into one knee and then the other, moving the hips from side to side, pedaling out the feet, whatever you like. When you're ready, travel the feet up in between the hands, walk, step, or hop. Inhale's your half lift, hands to shins, shoulders roll back. Exhale, fold and squeeze the belly. Inhale to come all the way up, arms up and reach. Exhale, palms to heart center. Nice. Inhale, sweep the arms up again. This time on your exhale, bend the elbows and open up the chest. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the elbows. Try pushing the hips forward, chest up, head back, a little standing back bend. Inhale, all the way back up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale's that half lift, hands to shins, shoulders roll back. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step back into your high plank. Hold it here again. This time, drop both heels over to the right and try lifting your left arm up. Just for one big inhale. And exhale, come back down to your regular high plank. Drop the heels over to the other side. Lift the right arm up, big inhale. And exhale back down. Hold it here for another inhale. Exhale, lower to that chaturanga, that 90-degree hover. Inhale, drop the hips and lift the chest. Exhale, flip over the toes, hips up and back, downward facing. And breathe. So you don't have to ever stay still in this downward facing dog if you don't want to. If you want to move around, that's fine. If you'd rather take a child's pose, that's fine. Or maybe a little tabletop, whatever feels best for you. On your next inhale, lift the heels, come up onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees a lot, finding compression with the belly against the thighs. Inhale, straighten out through your knees. Exhale, bring the heels down. Try that again. Inhale, up on the toes. Exhale, bend the knees a lot. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, heels down. Inhale, come up onto the toes. Exhale, bend the knees. This time, just hop your way forwards or step. Inhale, come up to your half lift, hands to shins. Exhale, fold it. Inhale, come all the way up, arms up and reach. Exhale, palms to heart center. We're gonna add a little bit more. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Interlace the fingers, pointer fingers come out long. Keep breathing. Try straightening out through your elbows. Maybe biceps are by the ears or behind the ears. And then just tick-tock from side to side. So as the hands go one way, your hips are pushing in the opposite direction. Really strong in the feet, strong in the legs. Inhale, come up. Exhale, take that back bend. Maybe keep your hands where they are. Hips forward, chest up, head back. Inhale, all the way back up. Exhale, release the arms, come all the way down, fold. Inhale to your half lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step back into a high plank. Take another inhale here. And exhale. On your next inhale, try lifting the right arm out in front of you. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, left arm out in front of you. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale here. Exhale to lower. Inhale, drop the hips, lift the chest. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing. This time, bring your feet out nice and wide to the outer corner, or the outer widths of the mat. And then just move the hips from side to side. See how that feels in your inner thighs. You can also try doing this by bending one knee and then the other. Or you can do it with straight knees. It's up to you. Bring the feet back into a regular old downward facing dog. On your inhale, come up onto your toes. Exhale, bend your knees and try hopping your feet up into a squat. So that means feet come to the outer widths of the mat just behind your hands. Your toes are going to point out slightly and heels in slightly. If you want to step to this place instead of hopping, that's totally fine. Try bringing your palms together. Use the elbows to push the knees out wide. Think about your sternum pulling forwards and up like someone's pulling you by a string. And as you do that, the shoulder blades are going to roll back. Crown of the head is towards the ceiling, sits bones down towards the floor. So think about a nice, tall, flat spine. Breathe. We're going to take a twist here. Left hand comes down, reach the right arm up. And come back down, switch sides. Right hand down, left arm up. And come back down. Bring the hands out in front of you. You're just going to use that as support to send your hips up. Heel toe the feet in. Inhale, take your half lift. Hold it here on the exhale. On your next inhale, sweep the arms out in front of you. Nice flat spine. Exhale, sweep them back by your hips. Inhale, sweep them forwards. Exhale, back. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, sweep them back. Hold it here. Try flipping your palms up so they're facing the ceiling, and then keep lifting the arms until you feel your triceps start to burn a little bit. And then from here, you're keeping a flat back, and you're going to start to pulse your arms, almost like you're trying to fly away, but you won't. I promise. On your next inhale, sweep those arms forwards. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, come all the way up, arms up and reach. Exhale, palms to heart center. Take a couple more deep breaths here. Noticing how you're feeling, noticing what's going on in your body. We're going to do sort of a variation on a Surya Namaskar B or Sun Salute B. So when I say variation, I basically mean it's gonna be a Sun Salute B, but with some extra tricks and weird stuff in it. So when you're ready, on an inhale, bend the knees, sweep the fingertips towards the floor, arms come up overhead. You're in a chair pose. Hold it here. Try grabbing opposite elbows, and then pull the elbows out almost like you're gonna release your hands, but don't. Pull the belly in and up, tightening your core. On your inhale, push the chest forwards and the tailbone back. Exhale, round in the spine. Keep your knees bent the whole time. Inhale, taking that little arch spine. Exhale, round. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, flat spine, arms up overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale's your half lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, take it back, maybe lower down, all in that one exhale. Inhale, drop the hips and lift the chest. Exhale, up and back, downward facing, breathe. On your next inhale, lift the right leg up. On your exhale, bring the knee in towards the chest and try planting your foot next to your right thumb. Inhale, lift all the way up, arms up overhead. So we're gonna take a warrior one and crescent lunge. What that means is the back heel is lifted instead of being down at an angle. So both hip bones are pointing forwards, arms are up overhead. Try tucking the tailbone down slightly, finding a little crunch in the belly. You're gonna feel this a lot in your left hip flexors. Take a big inhale. Exhale, reach the torso forwards, hold it here, keep breathing for 3, 2, 1, plant the hands down. Inhale, step it back. Exhale to lower. Inhale, drop the hips and lift the chest. Exhale's your downward facing. Inhale, your left leg up. Exhale, bring the knee in towards the chest and try planting your foot next to your thumb. Inhale to lift all the way up. So, again, arms are up overhead, shoulders over the hips, your knees over your left ankle. Toes are pointing forwards, that back heel is lifted. You're pulling your right knee, the back of your right knee, towards whatever's behind you. Try tucking your tailbone down slightly, finding that crunch in the belly. Breathe. Take a big inhale. Exhale, bring the torso forwards and hold. Keep breathing for 3, 2, 1. Bring the hands down. Inhale to step back. Exhale to lower. Inhale, drop the hips, lift the chest. Exhale, tuck the toes, hips up and back, downward facing. 2 big deep breaths here. And when you're ready, travel the feet up in between the hands. Walk, step, or hop. If you want to try hopping, bend those knees a lot. Lift the hips and bring your feet forwards. Inhale's that half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms up overhead, chair pose. Exhale, palms to heart center. So we're gonna do another Surya Namaskar B with different tricks because it's fun. Inhale, sweep the fingertips towards the floor, arms up overhead. Exhale, hold it here. On your inhale, try coming up onto your toes. Exhale, come down. Try that again. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more and we're gonna hold it. Look at something in front of you that is not moving. Do not hold your breath, just hold the posture. Pull the belly in and up. Really strong through the core, strong through the legs. Hold for another 3, 2. Try staying on your toes, and on your inhale, straighten out through the knees. Exhale, stay on the toes. Can you fold forwards just for fun? Inhale, can you take a half lift on your toes? And exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step back. Hold your high plank, and then come down onto your forearms for a forearm plank. Start to walk your feet in, sending the hips up, and then start to walk them back to your forearm plank. Try that 2 more times. Slowly walk the feet in, and then walk them back. Last one. You can totally skip this if you don't like it. It is a lot on the shoulders. Come back up onto your hands when you're ready. Big inhale. Exhale to lower. Inhale, drop the hips, lift the chest. Exhale, flip over the toes, downward facing. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, bend the knee and open up the hips so you're squeezing heel to opposite glute. Breathe. Inhale, straighten out through that knee, square off the hips. Exhale, bring the knee towards your chest and plant your foot next to your thumb. Inhale to come all the way up. So we're back in a warrior one in crescent lunge. This time, bring your hands to your hips. Try bending your left knee and just hovering it towards the floor. And then try tucking your tailbone down and crunching the belly. Bring the arms back up overhead. On your exhale, you're going to crunch in. Inhale, lift back up. That left knee stays bent. Exhale, crunch in. Inhale, lift back up. 2 more. And up. Last one. And up, straighten out through your back knee. Bring the hands down to the floor. This time, leave the left hand on the floor, reach the right arm up and twist. Breathe. Get really grounded in that right foot. See if you can bring your left toes up to just tap your right heel, and then bring it back. Try that one more time for fun. And then bring the right hand down. Step the right leg back, big inhale. Exhale to lower. Inhale, drop the hips, lift the chest. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, the left leg up. Exhale, bend the knee, open up that hip so you're squeezing heel to opposite glute, lifting that knee up towards the ceiling, breathe. On your inhale, straighten out through the knee. Exhale, knee in towards the chest, plant your foot next to your thumb. Inhale to come all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands to your hips for now. And then just start to bend your right knee and hover it over the floor. You're not touching the floor, you're just hovering. From here, try just tucking the tailbone down, finding that crunch. Feel what it feels like. You should feel it a lot in your right hip flexors when you do that. And then relax. Bring your arms back up over your head. Take a big inhale. Exhale, crunch in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch in. 2 more. Keep that right knee bent and hovered. Last one, crunch. And lift. Straighten out through your back knee. Plant the hands on either side of your foot. Right hand stays down underneath your shoulder. Left arm comes up and twist. Breathe. Get grounded in your left foot. And then see if you can bring your right toes up to tap your heel. And then come back. Try it again for fun. And come back. And then bring that hand back down. Inhale to step back to a high plank. Exhale, come all the way down to the belly. From here, bring your arms out in front of you to really reach. Try tenting your fingertips so that your arms are not on the floor. Lift your head up off the floor. So you're looking forwards. Walk your fingertips back so that you can roll the shoulders away from the ears. And then make sure the tops of your feet are down on the floor. Make sure you're breathing. And try lifting your right pinky finger. And then your left pointer finger. And then your right middle finger. And then your left pinky. And then your right ring finger. And then your left thumb. And then your right thumb. And then your left middle finger. And then your right pointer finger. And just notice how weird it feels to be only on your left ring finger, and then release that and try staying where you are. So your hands are hovered over the floor, shoulders are rolled back, your back is engaged. Can you keep your feet down? Can you lift up a little higher and keep the feet down? Are you breathing? If the answer is no, make it yes. And then on your next inhale, try lifting everything up, including the legs and feet. And then exhale, come down. Inhale, lift it all up. Exhale, lower. 1 more, and then we hold it for 5. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. You can bring one cheek to the mat if you like. And then just bend your knees and drop the feet from side to side. It should feel nice on your back. Send the feet back behind you. Slide the hands up underneath your shoulders. Spread the fingers out nice and wide. Push into all 10 finger pads, all 4 corners of your palms. Tuck your toes behind you. Make sure your feet are hip-width distance apart. Can you engage through your legs so that your knees are no longer on the floor? From here, try engaging through everything you possibly can and push yourself up into a high plank. That didn't happen, it's okay. Come into a downward facing dog, hips up and back. Breathe. Take any kind of intuitive movements that feel good here. Make sure you are breathing. We're going to jump up into that squat again. If you don't want to jump, you can step there. When you're ready, come up onto the toes, bend the knees a lot, look forwards, and bring the feet forwards just behind your hands on the outer widths of the mat. So toes out, heels in, palms together, elbows push the knees out nice and wide, lift the chest, breathe. So we're going to play around with this squat, make it a little bit harder. So notice where your knees are because your elbows are pushing them there. See if you can engage your inner thighs, keep your knees exactly where they are, and release your arms. You can do whatever you want with them. If you want to make it harder, you reach the arms up overhead. Keep a nice flat spine. Try tucking the tailbone down towards the floor just slightly by squeezing the glutes. Keep pulling the knees out, breathe. And then relax the inner thighs, bring the hands down. Send the hips straight up, heel toe the feet in. Inhale, take a half lift, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale to come all the way up, arms up and reach. Oops, sorry. Exhale, palms to heart center. Take another moment to breathe. And now we're going to do more. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, take a half lift. Hold it here on the exhale again. Inhale, sweep the arms forwards. This time on your exhale, bend your knees, sending your hips back behind you. Inhale to straighten. Try that again. Bend the knees. Inhale, straighten. Try 2 more. See if you can really keep your back flat. Reaching through the arms. Imagine that you're extending along your torso. Bend the knees, hold it here. Bring the arms back behind you. Try pulsing here. So you're going to lower a little bit and lift. And then lower and lift. Lower and lift. Can you make your pulses smaller? So notice how far you're going and see if you can make that movement like an inch. Whatever you think an inch is probably 6 inches. And then bring palms to heart center. We're going to twist to the right. Left elbow comes to the right knee. And then maybe palms come to heart center. Check in with that left knee. It likes to jut out in front of the right. See if you can get it in line with your right knee. Try getting grounded through your right foot and just try lifting your left heel up towards your glutes and then bring it back down. Just for fun. Come back to center. Try the other side. Right elbow to left knee. Left arm points straight up. You're twisting to the left. Check in with your right knee. Make sure it's in line with your left. Breathe. Put all of your weight into your left foot. See if you can lift that right heel up and then bring it back down. Come back to center, fold forwards. Inhale's your half lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, take it back, take a vinyasa. We'll meet in a downward facing dog. If you want to skip all this and go straight there, that's fine. Once you get here, lift that right leg up again. Bend the knee again, opening up the hip. This time, if you want to, and if you're comfortable with it, try dropping those toes down for a while. Then you're lifting the right arm up and pushing the hips towards the ceiling. Breathe. One of my favorite things to do here is really reach through the right arm on an inhale, and then bend that elbow, open up the chest on an exhale. Come all the way back down, lift the right leg back up in the air. Exhale, bring the knee in towards your chest, shoulders over the wrists, and then kick your toes out to the left onto the floor. You're going to stay on your right hand this time, pivot on your left foot, lift the left arm up, and lift the hips. So this is called a rock star. This is Molly. towards your chest. Lift the right leg all the way back up. Exhale, bring it back into the chest. Plant your foot again. We're going to come up into a warrior one and crescent lunge again. Lift all the way up. This time we're going to open up into a warrior two. So you're going to pivot that back heel down. Arms come out like a T. So for this, you want heel to heel or heel to instep alignment with your feet. Roll the shoulders down away from the ears. Reach through your arms. Imagine that you're pulling your right knee towards the outer blade of your right foot. And then you're going to feel this align your inner thighs. Try pulling the belly in and up. Try flattening out through the spine. Breathe. On your next inhale, you're going to reach the left arm down the left leg. Right arm comes up and back. On your exhale, bring your right forearm to your right thigh, left arm up and over. Inhale, come back to your warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Inhale, step back. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale the left leg up. Bend your knee, open up the hip. And then if you want to, you take a wild thing. That means you drop those left toes down to the floor, lift the left arm up, and lift the hips up. It's a little back bend. Inhale, really reach through your left arm. Exhale, bend it and open up the chest towards the ceiling. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend. Inhale, come all the way back down. Lift your leg back up in the air. Exhale, bring the knee in towards the chest. And then push those toes out to the right. You're going to keep the toes on the floor, lift the right arm up, pivot on your right foot, and lift your hips. For a rock star, breathe. Make your way back down. Right hand comes down, knee comes back into the chest. Inhale, kick it up and back. Exhale, bring it forwards again. This time, plant your foot. When you're ready, inhale to lift all the way up. Warrior one and crescent lunge. We're opening this up into a warrior two. When you're ready, pivot that back heel. Arms come out like a T, so your hips are now open. You have heel to heel or heel to instep alignment with your feet. What that means is your left toes are facing the short side of your mat. Right toes are facing the long side of your mat. Roll the shoulders down away from the ears and really reach through your arms. And then start to rotate that left knee out towards the outer blade of your foot. Left foot. Breathe. On your inhale, drop the right arm down the right leg, left arm up and over. Come back to center. Exhale, left forearm to your left thigh, right arm up and over. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to frame your foot. Inhale, step it back. Exhale to lower down your chaturanga. Inhale is your upward facing or back bend of your choice. Exhale is your downward facing. Breathe. So we're going to try moving through all of that again, but one breath, one movement. So when you're ready, inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, drop it over for a wild thing. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, bring that hand back down. Inhale, kick the leg up. Exhale, bring the knee in and kick it out. Inhale is your rock star. Exhale, bring the hand back down. Inhale, kick that leg all the way back up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring your foot in by your hand. Inhale to lift up. Exhale is your warrior two. Inhale is your reverse warrior, left arm down, right arm up. Exhale is your extended side angle, right forearm to thigh, left arm up and over. Inhale is your warrior two. Exhale to cartwheel the hands down. Inhale, step back. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bend the knee and drop the toes down. Inhale into your wild thing. Exhale, bring the hand back down. Inhale, lift the leg up. Exhale, knee to chest and kick the toes out. Inhale into your rock star. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, kick the leg back up. Exhale, bring your foot next to your thumb. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale is your extended side angle. Inhale is back to warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Inhale, step it back. Exhale, lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale, downward facing. And breathe here. I know that was a lot. I feel it too. Let's go ahead and drop the knees and take a child's pose. So hips to heels, forehead to the floor, breathe. So if you don't like your arms out in front of you for a child's pose, that's fine. You can bring them back by your hips. Whatever feels best for you. Take about 3 more deep breaths here. From here, we're going to shift forwards a bit. Slide the hands up underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, so you're in a tabletop shape. On your inhale, drop the belly, lift the tailbone, lift the chest. Exhale to round. Try one more like that. Inhale and exhale. Come back to a regular tabletop shape. Tuck your toes. Try lifting your knees up off the floor about 1 inch. And then try sending your hips all the way back to your heels, knees come out wide. And then come back to that hovered tabletop. Try that again. Send it back. And then back to your hovered tabletop. Try 2 more. 1 more. Try holding this here and walk your hands back towards your feet. So you should be in like a wide squat with your feet close together. You're in a toe squat with your knees out wide, basically. So I'm pretty much sitting on my heels right now. Maybe see if you can lift your hands up off the floor. Your hands can go wherever you like if they're off the floor. Try pulling the belly in and up. Look at something that isn't moving. Breathe. So just kind of a funky balance, stretching the arches of your feet, stretching through your toes. It's good for you. And then go ahead and bring the knees together. Bring your hands out in front of you. And then we're going to try taking a crow pose if you want to. So this is an arm balance. So what that means is you're going to eventually only have your hands on the floor. That's like your only points of contact. So in order to do that, what we're going to do is bring the feet out a little wider. You're going to lean forward, squeeze the knees to the backs of your upper arms. And then try bringing your weight forwards until your shoulders are way ahead of your wrists. Elbows should be above your wrists. Maybe you lift up 1 foot, maybe you lift up the 2nd foot. Maybe you just play around with putting weight into your hands and you don't lift up any feet, and that's fine. So play around with this. If you're like, oh man, I'm really scared, I think I'm gonna fall, don't worry about it because the floor is really close to you. So if you do fall, you're most likely gonna be okay. So when you're ready, come out of this. And then crawl your way back into your tabletop shape. And then untuck the toes, bring the knees back together, and come to sit on your heels. So we're taking a little ankle stretch. So if this is too much on your ankles, then you can lift the hips up. If you want more on your ankles, tense your fingertips and try lifting the knees up. You're going to feel a really big stretch through here. So do whatever feels best for you. Take another breath. Bring the knees back down. Walk the hands forwards. We're going to come into a shoulder stretch from here. So you're going to keep your hips above your knees and just walk the hands forward until the chest starts to come down. You're going to weave your left arm underneath your right arm and come onto your left shoulder and cheek. So your hips stay nice and lifted here, and just breathe. So there are lots of variations of this shape. You can stay exactly where you are, or you can tense your right fingertips and walk them all the way over to the opposite corner of the mat, and then you'll feel that a lot in between your shoulder blades. Some people also like to take the right hand and bring it behind the back. You can do really whatever you want with it. Just find what works for you. Take about 2 more deep breaths. balancing posture with this because I think it's really fun. So what you're going to do is take your right hand and bring it up by your face. You want to see your thumb next to your nose. Elbows should be pointing straight up. Really push into your right fingers and try extending your right leg up and back behind you. So if this is challenging enough for you, stay here. If you want to get weird with this, try bringing your knee to your right upper arm. If you want to go weirder, you try straightening out through that knee. And then maybe eventually you grab onto your toes with your left hand and then reach the right arm up. Now if you do this and fall over, again, it's okay. The floor is very close. It's just for fun. Go ahead and bring that right hand back down. Start to release the right leg. Bring the knee back to the floor. Push into your right hand, lift all the way up. And then you can just roll that left arm around. We're going to try that on the other side. So when you're ready, keeping the hips above your knees, walk the hands forwards. Right arm comes underneath the left. You're coming onto your right shoulder and right cheek. So I like the palm to be facing up, the right palm. And then again, you can just stay right here, or you can play around with the placement of your left arm and hand. You can walk that hand over to the opposite corner of the mat. You can bring it behind the back. You can do whatever you want with it. So you can play around, find what works for you. It's all just different sensations. Neither shape is necessarily better or worse than another. It's just different. So explore. So from here, you're going to take your left hand and bring it up by your face. So you want to make sure that your thumb is right next to your nose and your elbow is pointing straight up. And then maybe start to extend through your left leg, bringing it up and back behind you. Yeah, nice. If you want to take this further, you bring your knee up to your elbow. And then you straighten out through your knee, maybe. And then you try to grab your toes with your right hand. And then if you can do that, then you lift the left arm up and balance here. When you've had enough of the silliness, bring the left hand back down, bring the left knee back down, unwind yourself, and then just roll that right arm out. We're going to come into a seat from here, so you can just kind of crawl your legs forward, and however you want to get here is fine. It's really up to you. So, let's bring the soles of the feet together and the knees out wide. Sit up nice and tall. And then we're just going to fold forwards with a flat spine. So what that means is you're leading with the chest instead of your head. You want to keep your spine nice and straight. Imagine that you're holding a pencil in between your shoulder blades and then go forwards without dropping that pencil. So that might mean that you don't come down as far as you normally do. That's okay. Take a couple of deep breaths here. And then lift all the way back up. Bring the knees together, plant the feet. Hands come back behind you and just drop the knees from side to side. So we're going to do some more weird stuff from the ground because why not? So extend your left leg out long. Try cradling your right leg in your arms like you have a nice shin baby. And then just rock your shin baby from side to side. So what you're doing here is opening up this hip, kind of warming up this leg for what's about to come. And then take your shin baby in circles. So you're taking these circles like up and down, like you're lowering the knee down and then coming back up towards your chest. Yeah. And then take those circles in the opposite direction whenever you're ready. Take these nice and slow. Feel free to make them really big if you can. If you're doing this and you feel like a pinching sensation or like a sharp pain, then definitely stop and come out. All right, from here, try grabbing onto your ankle with both hands. You're going to push your knee back and wiggle your arm bending your left knee from here and just kind of planting that leg in front of you, it's just going to give you a little bit of extra support with the knee bend. Grab the outside of your right foot with your left hand. So outer blade of your foot with the left hand. Right hand comes down to the floor in front of your thigh. And then eventually you lift up off of your right hip. And then try wiggling your head underneath your arm and try straightening out through your leg. So this is called compass pose. It doesn't happen in everyone's bodies, as you can see. And if it's not happening in your body, know that that's okay and you're normal. It's just for fun. I'm just throwing it out there because, you know, why not? Feel free to slowly and carefully come out of this without slingshotting your leg. And then go ahead and gently rest that leg down. Bring the fingertips behind you and push the chest forward, roll the shoulders back, let the head fall back, breathe. We still have to try this on the other side. When you're ready, extend your right leg out long and then just grab your left shin. So remember, even if you don't get into the fullest expression of this posture, it's okay. All of this prep to get there is still good for you. So just follow along as much as you can, as much as you want to. When you're ready, start to take your shin in circles. How you feeling?
Feeling good?
Okay. Take your shin in the opposite direction, so just reversing those circles. Make sure you're breathing. You're just getting your hips ready for this wild posture. And then grab onto your ankle. You're going to push your knee back. Try to wiggle your arm in front of your knee. So my knee is like up by my shoulder. That's not going to happen for everybody. For most people, the back of your knee is going to be at your upper arm or maybe even by your elbow. That's okay. From here, try bending your right knee and then planting that leg in front of you somewhere for extra support. Grab the outer blade of your foot with your right hand. So opposite hand to foot, and you're grabbing the outer blade of your foot. You're planting your left hand down in front of you and then lifting up off of that left hip. When you're ready, try straightening out through the knee and bringing your head underneath your arm, or not. And not is a wonderful option, so just do what feels best for you. When you're ready, slowly, carefully come out, finding another cross-legged position. Take your time getting there. And then bring those fingertips back behind you. We'll take another back bend, just pushing the chest forward, roll the shoulders back, let the head fall back. Breathe. Come to sit up nice and tall. On your inhale, roll the shoulders up by the ears. Exhale, roll them back and down. We'll try that again. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, back and down. We'll take that in the opposite direction. Inhale, back and up. Exhale, forwards and down. One more. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead and bring the legs out in front of you. We're going to start to roll our way back to a reclined position. So if you would like some core work to get there, I will throw it out there for you. If you want to skip it, that's understandable. So if you're following along, bring your arms out in front of you. Imagine that you're holding a big ball in front of you. And then start to round in your spine and lean back and then stop. And then lean back a little bit more and stop. And then take your imaginary ball and try handing it off to the right. Back to your right. And then come back through center and try handing it off to the left. And then back through center. Lower down more. Come all the way down except for your shoulders. And then really push your lower back down into the floor. Try tucking your tailbone towards your heels. And lift the arms up overhead. Hold here for 3, 2, 1. Drop everything down. Take a full body stretch once you get here. Reach through the arms, point through the toes. Big inhale, extend. Exhale, sidle out. And then go ahead and bring the knees into the chest and just give Keep the right knee into the chest and extend the left leg out long. We're going to take a twist from here. So you're going to keep your left hand on your right knee. Right arm comes out to your side on the floor. And then just start to bring the left knee over to the left side of your body. So your right knee over to the left side of your body. So your right hip is stacked over your left hip, if you can. Try keeping the right shoulder down on the floor. Breathe. Come back through center. Send that foot up towards the ceiling. On your inhale, point the toes. Exhale, flex towards your face. Inhale, point. Exhale, lower the leg down. Bring the left knee into your chest. Give it a hug. So same thing here. We're going to take that twist. You're holding onto your knee with your right hand. The left arm comes out to the side onto the floor. And then you're just going to roll over. Try keeping your left shoulder on the floor. And you're just crossing the leg over your body. So maybe eventually your hips stack over each other, maybe not. But you should feel a twist in your spine. That's what we're going for here. Make sure you're breathing. Come back through center when you're ready. Send that foot up towards the ceiling. Inhale, point the toes. Exhale, flex. Inhale to point. Exhale, lower down. So we're moving into Shavasana from here. It's our final resting pose. It's where you lay there and do nothing. So take this time to soak in your practice, to really just exist. If lying down flat on your back like you are right now is not your idea of a comfortable and restful place to be, then take any other shape that feels good for you. So it doesn't matter what your Shavasana looks like, it just matters what it feels like. You want to find a place in which you can relax your body, and then eventually, ultimately, you also relax your mind. So if that doesn't happen, it's okay. It's all part of the practice. So find your shape, your restful shape. Maybe allow yourself to close your eyes. Start to soften through your face. And allow yourself to just let go. Allow yourself to exist in this space. And know that for the next few moments you have absolutely nothing to do, nowhere to be. And I'll let you know when it's time to come up. to breathe in deeper through your nose. Bringing your awareness back to your breath, back to your body. You can invite some small movements into your body, maybe in the fingers and the toes. Rock the head from side to side. Wiggle the muscles in your face. If you'd like, you can take another full body stretch, reaching the arms up overhead, point through the toes, take a big inhale and extend. Exhale, let it go. And then bring the knees into your chest and give yourself a hug. Just silently sending some gratitude to your body for every single thing that it does for you every day, which is a whole lot. You can rock onto one side and gently push yourself up into a seat, or just rock up into a seat. Take your time. Try sitting up nice and tall, roll the shoulders down away from the ears, and just take another moment for yourself. Take a moment to check in, to notice what's going on with you, to observe. If you'd like, you can take Anjali Mudra, that's just palms to heart center, maybe tuck the chin and close the eyes. This is a gesture of union and a gesture of gratitude. Feeling the warmth of your breath on your fingertips, feeling your heart beat through your sternum and onto your thumbs. Feeling that you are alive. Know that it was my honor to guide you through this virtual practice. Thank you all so much for watching. Enjoy your day, enjoy your week, enjoy your quarantine, stay safe. I love you all. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.